All right, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday and staying safe from the coronavirus. Hope you and your family are all doing well. As always, if there's anything we can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Today, however, I've got some exciting stuff to share. Got a couple of guests with me today. I've got Larry Drennan. Most of you know him. And then I've got Chris Kolowich with us as well from Integrity. So we've got a good panel on the line today, and kind of series one of our three-part series in our Medicare supplement selling by telephone. Series one, we're going to talk about the new products that are out there, so the hot new products in the market. That's today. Tomorrow at the same time, we've got prospecting, how to find the people to talk to, and then of course day three, which is Thursday, same time again. It's really going deep dive into the actual process of selling over the telephone. And a lot of the things that Chris will talk about today will come into play then, as far as enrollment processes and stuff. So, if you haven't registered for those other two series, be sure and do that. It should have been in the same registration email you got for this particular one. If you need that, be sure and reach out to me at the end, and I'll get that to you. So before I toss it over to Larry and Chris, I just want to remind everyone how we do questions because it's a lot of folks on the webinar. I obviously don't want to unmute everybody, so just type your questions in down at the bottom as you get them, and then once we wrap up today, we'll read those questions out for everybody's benefit and then answer them collectively. So Larry, I'm going to ask you to do some speaking, and then you can introduce Chris, and we'll turn it over to him.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Billy. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I might like this style of doing presentations because when I get introduced, you can't throw things at me. So, but anyway, like Billy said, we hope you all are healthy and safe. And, our prayers and thoughts are with everyone throughout our country and throughout the world with the coronavirus going on. It will pass. And when it does, we're going to be better than ever. I mean, I think this marketplace that we're all in, we're so blessed to be in it. I can't tell you how many agents we've heard from that are thankful for their residual income. And we should really be focused on that and continue to build the residuals in a big way, even beyond the coronavirus. So our three-part webinar is to help you be focused on what you can do right now to help continue to grow your business. So you can absolutely grow. Billy and I chatted a little while ago, and I told him, I said, people are still calling looking for help for their Medicare. We had one that came in today, that Ashley here in our office. By the way, she's not in the office today. I'm the only one in the Little Rock office. Everybody else is working remotely somewhere or another. But Ashley did get a call from a Medicare beneficiary that was looking for some help with her Medicare plan. So fortunately, we had an agent in close to her that's proficient with using Medicare Center, and we'll be able to help her out. So our three-part session, today's product, like Billy said, fabulous product, and you need that. You need the best of the best in the Medicare supplement world if we're going to be out there touting how good it is and helping people understand the product and enroll by using the telephone or online processes. Number two, you got to have people to see. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to stir people up, meaning get their attention in these kind of times, and have them call you, ring your telephone, send in a postcard. It's all going to be driven about shopping at home. So I think you'll enjoy that. And then like Billy said, Thursday, we're actually going to go through the sales process of doing it by phone. So without more ado from me, I get the wonderful pleasure of introducing one of our partners today, Chris Kolowich from Atlanta. And Chris is with AIMC/Integrity. So he's a partner and an associate of all of you. He works for the Reverend down in Atlanta, and we don't call Chris the Reverend, but he can throw out a sermon or two. So with that, I'm going to introduce Chris. And Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Wow, thanks, Larry. Yeah, working my way up to reverendship, I guess. Right now, we'll consider myself associate pastor to preach a sermon. But hey, everyone, thanks again for joining. As Billy and Larry said, this is it's an honor to be able to work with Drennan Insurance Marketing, and we're going to dive today into a little bit really quickly about integrity and then some of the products that we're bringing to market so that you guys know who the go-to Medicare supplements in your area are, especially as we start to transition to sell over the phone more, and why these products are going to be great for you and your clients in that process. Just a quick housekeeping item. I will say I am working from home right now, so if there is any background noise that comes up, I do apologize. Some of that is a little unavoidable right now given the circumstances, but I just wanted to go ahead and say that. So without further ado, again, like Larry said, my name is Chris Kolowich. I'm a product marketer for Integrity Marketing Group out of Atlanta. Integrity is a platform really for growth. And what that means is we're focused on serving the senior market, the largest senior market distribution network in the industry. And that really includes everyone from myself, from Larry, from Billy, to you, the agents that are working every day with clients in representing the companies that we work with as well. We have over 1,000 employees. We serve over 250,000 independent agents like yourselves. And then how we do that is with our product designs that you'll learn a little bit more about here in a second, and our full marketing departments that include folks like Billy and like Larry to serve with agent recruitment and developing marketing systems for clients. A little bit about how we operate in terms of Integrity's core values is we really have 5 core values, the first of which being integrity. It's in our name, and it sets up everything we do. We want to approach all of our relationships with integrity and adhere to those high ethical principles. The second one being family. We want to not only our own families, but all of our partners, our customers, our agents that we work with, we want to treat them like we would our family, and that becomes with honesty and transparency. Service is our third core value, and really it's at the heart of everything that we do. We want to bring world-class service to you and to your clients that you guys serve, so that you guys are better serving the senior market and able to do so with all the tools that you need at your disposal. And then respect. Obviously, we want to treat all of our industry partners, employees, and agents and customers with respect. And then finally, partnership. We look at all of our partnerships, like Larry said, as we're all very close, and they're all long-term partnerships that are mutually beneficial to everybody, and we're creating value for everyone is really our goal at the end of the day. So want to take another quick second to look at Integrity Marketing through the years. This was a landscape of our offices about 4 years ago, and give you guys an idea of how this platform is growing so that we can serve agents like yourself. This is what Integrity looked like in 2017 when my office, AIMC, joined the platform. And then this was just last year. So as you guys can see in 2019, a lot of growth. That map seems to get smaller just because there's more offices populating all around it. And then one of the best days of Integrity Marketing Group was when that press release came out, and we heard that Drennan Insurance Marketing and Larry and Billy and the whole team there were joining the Integrity platform because of what they bring to the market. In the area in the Midwest, in the heart of the country, that they really represent in their backyard. So really excited to have them on board and to work with them, and to work with all of you as well. And so just wanted to encourage you guys and let you guys know that, hey, we're here for you to serve you in everything that we do. And one of the ways that we do that is through our Medicare supplement choices. So I did mention that we develop and build these exclusive Medicare arrangements and help run the show really in the background to make sure that agents that we work with have competitive and well-paying products that will not only boost their income, but also be able to better serve their clients and in the millions of Americans that they come in contact with for insurance choices. So here's a few of our carriers that we work with right now. We're not going to talk about all these right now, but these are our current Medicare supplement arrangements. There are a few names on here that you may or may not have seen, but we're only going to focus on 3 today, that being Humana Achieve, Lumico, and CVS Health. The other two on there, Manhattan Life and CSO, they're great products. And I know we do have a lot of Missouri agents, and you folks in Missouri most likely have seen Manhattan Life at the top of your quoting engine. That's a great product, and that product will continue to operate with new paper in the next few months here. But really wanted to focus on these other three because of how competitive they are in the Arkansas and the Missouri, the Texas and the Oklahoma markets, as well as some of the other places in the country. But without further ado, I want to talk first about Humana Achieve. It's something that we're extremely excited about at Integrity because of the brand name behind it. Humana has been primarily a Medicare Advantage and a PDP player in the past, and they've had a Medicare supplement. It just, to be frank, wasn't as competitive as maybe it could have been. And so Humana Achieve, what's different about this product? Well, first of all, it's got a footprint of 25 states that we're either filed or live in. And you guys can see there, Arkansas is one of those states. Missouri is filed, but not yet approved. We're waiting on the Department of Insurance to approve that product. However, right now, given the circumstances of our health crisis, it's a little bit more difficult to get products approved and operate business as usual. But we're doing everything we can to make sure that we're able to bring that competitive product to you. All that to say as well, I know a lot of you folks sell over the phone or will be after this week with the training from Larry and Billy's teams to help teach you guys learn and sell over the phone and conduct your business as usual. And so when you start to expand your footprint, selling in multiple states, you guys will have access to this product in multiple states, as you can see from this map here. What else is different about it? Well, it's the most competitive Humana Med Sup to date, expecting to be an industry leader in many areas. We're not going to talk about specifics just in terms of premiums today, just because of the wide footprint that we have represented on this call. But for plans F, G, and N, really well positioned for folks, especially when you start talking about those that are qualifying for the household discount. One area it's been very competitive and very useful for agents that we're working with is in the Plan F market. Specifically those clients that still are or that are eligible to still buy Plan F, but those folks that are wanting to or that are healthy clients looking to get a more comprehensive coverage for a more affordable rate than they're used to. These Plan F premiums, you guys will notice on your quote engines, whether you use CSG or another platform, these Plan F premiums and then the other plans as well are really priced to sell. The street commission's been increased as well. It's up 2% in most states. That 21% that you see there, that's specific for Texas. I didn't include Arkansas, unfortunately. I apologize for that. But overall, compared to the previous Humana product, it's up 2%. And then on Plan N, it's up an additional 4%. So those folks that are selling Plan N or talking to their clients about Plan N, that is going to be even a more comp for you to be in line or better than most of the marketplace out there. So commission's been increased. We want to make sure that you guys are well compensated for all you do on the Humana front. And then we've also included or increased the household discount. That's up to 12% now. And that makes a huge difference when we're talking to clients and you're able to take 12% off their premium simply for qualifying for that. Finally, there's a agent marketing allowance. You guys will notice today as we go through the presentation, some of these programs do have marketing allowances, and we really do that so that we can help offset some of the costs of your businesses and help you grow your business through additional income over and beyond your street commission. I'll talk about the details here in a minute of that program specifically, but Humana Achieve also includes a lot of the same value-added services that the Humana Medicare supplements had traditionally, including Humana Welldyne, including the nursing hotline that clients can call, hearing and vision discounts, and others, but with the exception of the Silver Sneakers program. So it does not include, unfortunately, the Silver Sneakers program. And just a brief explanation why is we really wanted to make sure that these premiums could be as competitive as possible for agents and that, or for clients, and also that commission could be as competitive as possible for you folks as well. So in order to do that, we did cut the Silver Sneakers program from this, but there was a low utilization rate that Humana was seeing. And so they were willing to make that sacrifice in order to get the premiums more in line with industry needs and commission more in line with industry standards. So just a little bit about the difference there. I did mention this Humana Achieve marketing allowance. We've been calling it the Healthy Business, Healthy Bonuses program. And really it's one of the better business or one of the better bonus programs out in the industry right now, because you're getting paid on every case issued in a month, open enrollment and underwritten cases. You're paid on each one of those cases. And it's very easy to qualify. All you need to do is have 3 underwritten cases in a month and you're in the money. Once you reach that 3 underwritten case threshold, all of your other cases that are open enrollment will count towards that as well. What do you mean, Chris? Well, if you write 5 cases next month, we've got April starting next month. So you write 5 cases, as long as 3 of those are underwritten, then you're going to be in the money. And let's say 2 of those were open enrollment, that's $400 over and above your commission that you're going to earn, that will be put directly into your pocket to help grow your business, to help continue to put food on the table for you and your families. However you want to spend that, it's your money to use it that way. When do you earn that money? Well, it's paid out in around the 20th of the following month. So if you do qualify in April, you'll be paid right around May 20th. And the first time you sign up for that, you're going to get an email from Integrity Marketing Group asking, or first time you qualify rather, you're getting an email asking you to sign up for direct deposit. Once you do that going forward, each time you qualify, you'll receive an email saying, hey, you've qualified for this marketing allowance and we're about to deposit this money in your account. Be on the lookout for it. And then subsequently there will be a deposit in your account for that bonus program. So that there's some quality control checking, make sure that you're getting paid on all the business that you're writing. We want you to get paid ultimately. And then finally, there's no limit to how much you can earn. As long as you're qualifying, as long as you're reaching that 3 underwritten case threshold, you're going to be earning additional income over and above those commissions. So a lot of money to be earned. We paid out over $1 million last year between all of our incentives on our exclusive Medicare supplements combined, over $1 million to agents like yourself, and put that in their pocket. So these programs are great and a lot of positive feedback, and we're planning on continuing these programs just so that we can continue paying you guys for that. In addition, there are multiple channels of marketing support that Humana offers, and whether it be an agency trying to market to their agents, I'm sure some of these flyers may look familiar to you. As I know Larry and Billy sent a number of these out when Humana Achieve was sent out. So there's agent-facing materials like that, but there's also client-facing materials, and it's extremely important because we want you guys to be able to focus on selling and the sales prospect and prospecting, and not having to worry about designing marketing pieces and getting them approved by compliance and branding, because quite frankly, it takes time, and we want you guys to be focused on selling. So in the Humana portal, which we'll talk about here in a second, you guys can go in and request materials for brochures, for postcards that are private labeled with your name, your phone number, email address. Heck, you can even put your picture on there. It's pretty great, and order those, and they're all compliant, up to brand standards, and you guys can send them out to your prospects. So great pieces available for you. Highly encourage you guys utilize those, especially with this Humana brand. It does have a lot of recognition out there in the space. So when we're talking about enrolling clients with Humana Achieve, there's an easy telephonic enrollment process, and want to highlight this today, and we'll highlight this with Lumico as well. And but this right here is Humana's Vantage portal. This is what I just talked about. It's your agent portal, and then when you log into here for the first time, it may look a little bit different. This page is customizable, so that you guys can move these boxes around and put it and set it up to where it fits your needs best. But from here, you can view commissions, you can access your pending business, active policies, pending policies, and also enroll new clients. And that's what we're going to focus on here. So once you log into Humana Vantage, the Enter Fast App button is really going to be where you're going to enroll that first client. And then from there, you're going to be taken to this page where you enter in client information as well as information for the quote. One thing I will say is that button over on the right side, that checkbox for MedSup, is not always checked by default. So make sure that's checked before you proceed, but enter in the zip code, items like that, and you'll be able to run your first quote. Once that's done, you'll see this page for our quoting page, and it'll highlight all the plans available in that area, and it will not have household discount included. I will say that. So that takes place later in the application process. But one feature we love about this tool, this quoting tool, is it offers you all the plans right then and there, and it breaks them down on the right-hand side, as you can see. So when you're talking to your client, you can figure out which plan best serves their needs and their budget ultimately, so that you can find them the best plan for them. So great tool, great features, just even in the quoting aspect of the tool itself. I mentioned earlier the main screen of Vantage, and that's gives you immediate updates on active policies, inactive policies, and pending applications. But there's other reasons agents love this agent portal and then Fast app as well. One of them being straightforward health questions, and other features included in there. I actually don't have it on this slide, but once you enter the Medicare ID on Fast app, it pre-populates a number of fields, and it actually allows for you to skip some of the steps or skip some of the typing or duplicate typing that may be required, and ultimately cuts down on the time it takes to take an application. So complete applications typically only take about 10 minutes to complete, and ultimately that's nothing when it comes to e-applications. So straightforward health questions, a lot of features that are agent friendly and enrollment friendly, user friendly. One feature that clients love is the coupon book as a method of payment. It's extremely unique in the Medicare supplement space. I really don't know if I've seen this from any other carriers, but the coupon book feature is initial premiums drafted via EFT, and then if a client selects this option, they're able, or Humana will send them a coupon book. From there, that coupon book is used as a monthly direct bill where the client can write a check out of there and have a receipt, and it's drafted out of their bank account just like that. So a lot of seniors love it just because you're writing a check. It has that real feel to it, but it's a unique option as well. And then finally, when it comes to signature options, there's a few different signature options, but wanted to highlight the digital signature option. That's sent via email. It does require your client to have an email. It does require them to access their computer to sign it. So it's a great feature. However, it's not the preferred by agents. The preferred method would be this IVR signature, mainly because this application can be submitted immediately with little to do from your clients. So how that IVR or voice signature works is once you're done enrolling the client, once you're done with the application, you will three-way call into Humana with your client. You as the agent, due to compliance reasons, has to drop off the phone. However, your agent will just be, or your client rather, will be asked 3 to 4 yes/no questions. From there, it's signing the app. Why it's so great is you're notified right away that the application's been completed, and you'll be notified via your email, and then it completes the sales process. So you're not having to wait on your application or your client to go on, sign their app online. It really eliminates any of that those extra steps so that you're able to focus on getting that application submitted and moving on to the next client and getting it ultimately issued as well. I mentioned briefly earlier the Humana brand. It's one of the stronger brands in this space, and they've received a number of accolades on their brand alone. So just real quick, rated the #1 healthcare provider by Forbes, #1 in customer service among health insurers by Newsweek, the #3 best insurance company by healthcare.com, the #5 most valuable healthcare brand in 2019 by Brand Finance, and then the largest health insurer based in the South. We do have a picture of Texas over there on the right. We were doing a webinar with our Texas agents earlier, but obviously Arkansas, Missouri, we all consider that the South. So it makes all the difference in the world to have a company that your clients know and trust. It makes your sales process easier. You're not having to explain a little bit more about the carrier, and they know, and they're more likely to do business with folks they trust. Now let's talk about another company that you may or may not have heard of, but you may or may not have also seen them at the top of quoting engines. It's Lumico. And it, just to be frank with you, when we were developing this product, I was telling myself, Lumico, that's kind of a funny name. But we always forget how big this company is. And every time we talk to them, they blow us away. It's unbelievable. They're fairly new to the Medicare supplement space, but they're not new to insurance. They're part of Swiss Re. And Swiss Re, for those that y'all that do not know, it's the largest reinsurer in the world. They've been in the insurance business for over 150 years. They've got an A rating by AM Best. And really, they're focused in the Medicare supplement space and in really insurance overall is this tagline that you see in the bottom right of insurance made clear. For us as agents and as marketers, every day we're talking about insurance and we tell ourselves, hey, it's not rocket science, but to clients it can be confusing, and the insurance world can be confusing to folks overall. So Lumico's got a commitment to make this a clear, straightforward process so it's easier to decide for the client what's best for them, what's product, and we want them to feel confident in their choice for a Medicare supplement, and that's really what Lumico is focused on. One thing that's really neat about this brand itself for this carrier is how they're separating themselves. Really, we think of insurance as bland and maybe not as appealing as some industries, but really Lumico is bringing some clarity to the industry, and that's recognized in all their branding and in the consumer pieces as well. So on here, you'll see some images of our consumer brochure that we've put together. So a lot of bright colors, a lot of emphasis on clear choices, clear terms, clear value. And this is a great piece that's designed as a leave behind piece. Obviously, right now, there's not going to be many face-to-face meetings, but this piece is a great piece to send to your clients to educate them on the basics of Medicare, and then how a Lumico Medicare supplement can help cover maybe some of the gaps that exist in their health insurance coverage. So great pieces designed here for you. But one thing that we designed that really is to help you as the agent is this easy e-application and e-app guide. How you access the agent portal is this link right here, agenthealthportal.lumico.com. I'll work with Larry and Billy after this to make sure everyone gets these slides as well, so that you guys have that URL to access the agent portal and then the e-app. We've also created an e-app guide that really is just a simple overview of how the agent portal helps you, and you'll see some of the screenshots here in a second of that guide, and then how to enroll a client as well is all included in that e-app guide. So again, I'll work with the team over at Drennan Insurance Marketing to make sure that each and every one of you has one of these e-app guides so that you're well equipped and confident in your ability to enroll a client with Lumico. So why use this e-app? It really, it goes to say for all the other carriers as well, but Lumico especially, is the benefits of using the e-app. Well, you're ultimately going to get paid faster. That's important, right? We also want policies to get issued much sooner. So with the e-app, you're guaranteed that it's going to help ensure your accuracy on the e-app. No back and forth on, hey, is this a 9 or a 4 in that Medicare ID number? None of that. It really helps bring clarity to this whole process. So ultimately going to save you time. And then it's easy to use. And finally, you can keep track of all your applications in the Lumico dashboard, similar to how you can with Humana. And so that's going to be a tool as well for help you keep organized. I know a lot of folks in the past have told me, Chris, I don't write e-apps because I like to have a physical copy of the application that I can have for my files. I get that. Well, one neat feature about this e-application is you can go ahead and print it at the end of the application process and file it away, just like you would a paper application. But again, you're able to submit it in a way that is going to ensure accuracy and help you get it issued much sooner and get you paid quicker. I'm not going to go through these steps step by step, just in the interest of time. But I did want to show you a little bit from the e-app guide and how it looks, how it works. So when you get this e-app guide, take a look in here. You'll see these step by step on how to complete an e-app. Again, really easy to do in 9 steps, and you'll have your application submitted. Similar options for the voice signature. I don't have these in here, but you will see it in the e-app guide. There are 4 signature options: a signature pad, a wet signature. Both those really aren't relevant right now, but the 2 that are will be digital or web signature, and then a voice signature. So those are available as well, similar to the Humana process, but a client can actually schedule a call for their voice signature, or they can call in themselves to Lumico to sign that application. So great tool to have. Highly encourage you guys checking out the agent portal for Lumico and that e-application as well. And then a few key features as well that a number of agents like is this e-application is going to pull from the FDA database for you guys for common prescriptions and common dosages. Anything like me, I have no idea how to spell half these medications that folks are taking, and so this is a great feature to have, just because quite frankly my spelling isn't the greatest, especially when it comes to those medications that they have out there. In terms of flexibility, it's flexible in premium payments in two ways. First of all, the initial premium payment can be drafted immediately, or it can be drafted upon effective date. So provide some flexibility there based on your client's needs and budgeting. And then finally, to have recurring premiums drafted on any day of the month, so they can line that up with if they get a Social Security check, or if they have setting. A lot of these folks have income that they know is going to come in on the 15th of each month. They can set it then, or even the 23rd of the month, or the third Thursday of the month. It's that flexible to where clients can set it up that way. So great feature there. And again, I did talk about the electronic and voice signature options. Highly encourage you guys to use that. Now, the Lumico Marketing Allowance Program is one that we've been running for well over a year now. I think it's going on its second year, and it's set up in a similar way as the Humana program, but there are some slight differences. First of all, you're paid based on underwritten class. So it's $100 per underwritten case and $50 per non-underwritten case. In how you qualify, you actually only need 3 qualifying cases to issue in a month. So it's not underwritten cases like the Humana. It's if you have any qualifying case or 3 qualifying cases in a calendar month, you qualify. So again, to put that in real terms, or a real world example, if you write 3 Lumico cases next month and 2 of which are open enrollment and 1's underwritten, you're going to get $200. So a lot of money to be made on this product as well. A little bit easier to qualify simply because of the non-underwritten requirement, or not having to have them underwritten. But in terms of payout, you're going to be paid around the same time, and then there's no limits on this program as well. I know there will be a few questions about Missouri guaranteed issue rules and will those apply. Now, this program does exclude guaranteed issue products. However, when it comes to birthday rules states, including Missouri, that's viewed as open enrollment. So agents in Missouri, you guys can qualify for this as well with the birthday rule cases. I knew that question was going to come up at some point, so I just wanted to go ahead and address that now. So great bonus program here. Again, a lot of money to be earned, and I won't speak to it now just because I don't know if they're going to do it again this year, but the last 2 years, Lumico themselves have run promotions in the fourth quarter in addition to this one for agents to qualify for items like Samsung Galaxy watches or Fitbits. So Lumico's committed to being a tier 1 carrier. We've always referred to carriers in this Medicare supplement space as either a tier 1 carrier like the Humanas and like the Aetnas of the world, and then tier 2 carriers like Hollywood Nightlife and a lot of these carriers that pop up on quote engines. And Lumico's committed to being a tier 1 carrier because of that Swiss Re backing. So they're here for the long haul. They really want to earn agents' trust and bring clarity to this insurance process. And again, a lot to be earned from the Lumico Medicare supplement. All right. Well, this has really been the buzz of the industry over the last few weeks. What we're calling the upgrade to the roster. And for 2020, this new carrier has been brought to the marketplace. It's in a number of the states that are represented here today on this call. But finally, we are announcing Ascendo Insurance Company, who's a part of and an affiliate of Aetna, but part of the CVS Health family of companies. So the CVS Health brand has finally come to the Medicare supplement arena. It's really, you can't overstate enough just how big that brand is. I want to say it's somewhere around 82% of Americans live within 10 miles of a CVS. So one game-changing aspect of this Medicare supplement, of having the CVS branding on all these marketing materials that are being produced and client-facing materials, is that there's brick and mortar in front of clients that clients are seeing every day of the CVS Health brand, and really not too many companies have that that luxury or that feature. You really don't see AARP stores. Yeah, you see them on TV all the time, but CVS every day when you're driving to and from the pharmacy or driving to get gas, you're passing a CVS and you're seeing that brand. So again, can't overstate enough just how big this is. And we're excited to be in partnership with them for this Medicare supplement product. So again, it's Ascendo Insurance Company is technically the underwriting company, but Aetna is administering it, and it's really touting that CVS Health brand. Here's our footprint right now. I apologize to those Missouri agents. We haven't filed, or we haven't had product approved there yet, but that is pending. But these states here that are in bright red are our approved states that were launched in March, including Arkansas and Oklahoma. And then we have 5 states that are pending the April release. That is going to be April 25th, including Texas. And these rates are some of the hottest in the industry, extremely competitive, and there's some other key features that are important. As you guys can see here, here's a little bit of what the branding looks like. This is an agent-facing flyer for recruiting, but it's built based on the consumer brochure. So again, very prominent CVS branding in that top left corner with the logo, right there in the middle with the CVS heart. It's going to be a game changer for you and your clients. And as I talked about earlier with Humana, brand matters. So it's going to be something that is going to make your sales process much easier. So what does it mean? Well, if you guys are set up with Aetna through Drennan Insurance Marketing, you guys have access to this product. No new contracting is required from you, and you guys will go ahead and be able to sell CVS Health, Ascendo, Medicare supplement. Your commissions remain the same as that current Aetna MedSup product. So really, this is a mapping over from your Aetna product to now being able to also offer CVS Health, Ascendo, MedSup. One of the game-changing differences with this product is the 14% household discount in most states. And really where this is game-changing is because if you're familiar with the Aetna product, the Aetna MedSup offering, you know that it's a 2-policy household discount. What do you mean, Chris? Well, both folks in the home have to have a policy in order for them to apply for that discount. This is a 1-policy household discount as long as another resident resides in the home. Now, I will say that with the exception of Oklahoma, Oklahoma does have some domicile rules as it pertains to their Department of Insurance, where they require 2 policies to be in the house. So Oklahoma agents, I do apologize. The Department of Insurance, there requires 2 policies in the home to qualify for the household discount. But those other states that we just showed here, all of them with the exception of Illinois and Oklahoma, are 1-policy discounts. And it's a 14% household discount. That's a huge difference when it comes to quoting with your with these premiums. So as you're quoting Plan F, Plan G, Plan N, whatever your preferred plan is, you guys will see with that household discount, this is the one of the most competitively priced plans in the market, and it's got a household name that everybody knows that's backing it. So really want you guys to enjoy the upgrade. As we're saying, it's a game-changing partnership, and as well as going to be able to provide service to you at a level that's been unprecedented. So with that, Billy, that is the end of my portion of this presentation. I know we're a little bit early, which is always good, give you guys some of your time back. Billy, do you have any questions on your end or from any of the agents? We'll open it up for a quick Q&A session.
Yep. I've got some questions here popping in, and we'll bring those. Just a reminder to everyone, rather than unmute everyone on the call, type your questions in, and I'll ask those out for everybody's benefit. So let me pop these out here, and we will start going through these things, and then we can, as a team, answer them. The first question we've already addressed, and that's, will we have these slides available? And yes, we will. In addition to that, this webinar is being recorded and will be housed on our website, so you can go back and review. So that answers that one. Second question is about the bonus program on the Humana, And the question was, does that come from Humana or from Integrity? And I believe, Chris,
That's
I heard you say that comes from Integrity, correct?
right. Yeah. So that's an integrity program. Same with the Lumico program. So those will be paid out the same way. You'll receive an email around the same time of the month showing what you qualify for from Integrity. And if you hadn't already signed up for the direct deposit, we ask you to do that just so that you can get paid sooner. But those are both integrity programs that are hosted out of our Dallas and Atlanta offices.
Cool. All right, next question on the bonus again, and I believe you answered this one. It says the $80 bonus. This is referring to the Humana bonus. It says you have 3 qualifying sales in a month. Do you start getting paid the bonus on the 4th sale, or do you backdate it and pay it on all the sales once they hit 3?
Great question. It's actually paid on all policies. It's just once you qualify, 3 is the magic number to get in the money, but it's paid on all those policies. So again, using that example from earlier, if you have 5 cases that you issued in April, 3 of which were underwritten, excuse me, you're getting paid on all 5 cases, not just those next 2. So it backdates there. That's a great question, though.
Yep. Second part of that question, and is that it says, I'm assuming that it restarts every month, which means you need to write 3 every month to continue qualifying, and that's correct, right?
Correct. Yeah, we set it up so it's each calendar month is a new qualification period.
Okay, here's a question regarding moving from current Aetna plan to the Ascendo plan. Is there underwriting required for that, or do they make that an easy transition?
No, that'll actually unfortunately require underwriting. But you know what? That actually brings up a good point, Billy. And I know we've been talking a lot on our internal calls that you and Larry have been on, and is that this is a great time for you folks to be talking to your clients about possibly doing client reviews. This is a scary time, and right now, as you guys mentioned earlier, and so this is a great time for you guys to call your clients and check on them. First of all, hey, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do? Just be there for them, and then also schedule a client review. Hey, I want to make sure you're in the best plan right now for you right now. Do you have 10, 15 minutes to talk about your plan and make sure that we have you in the most affordable and best fitting coverage? So I just wanted to add that as well. But yes, there is underwriting requirements to move from that Aetna plan to the new Ascendo CVS MedSup.
All right. Okay, someone said they'd like to ask you a question after this, so right now type it in and Chris will answer it for you. Either that or you want to email me, I'll forward that question to him. Okay, telephone signatures has said, can we start doing the telephone signature immediately? Yes, that's available on that Achieve app right now.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Does Ascendo have extras such as discounts, etc.? What about Lumico? Well, we talked about the household discount. So, are there any other like extra things like the Humana Welldyne and things like that with the Ascendo or Lumico product?
No, there's not currently. Now, one thing that we're expecting, but hasn't had any light shed on this yet, is CVS really stepping in and providing extra benefits to members. There's no details that are set in stone yet, but we're expecting in the future for CVS Health to offer, some sort of discounts or some sort of value adds to that Medicare supplement for their policyholders, similar to what Humana does with Welldyne or things like that. But nothing's set in stone yet, but we're fully expecting something, and we all expect it to be pretty darn good based on CVS's health or track record.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see, I answered that one. Is the bonus paid out on the application date or effective date? So is it a effective date of the app once they go in force?
That's a great question as well. No, we base it based on issue date, and what we mean by that is the day that underwriting makes the decision of this application's approved. That is the date that we base it off of. So, great question, but yeah, as soon as that application's approved, it's based on that date.
Okay. And right now, that's what I've got. I've got the one question that's kind of a sidebar question, so I'm going to have that one sent to me, and I'll share that one with you. So if anybody else has a question, pop it in right now real quick. The telephone number for the Humana voice signature should be in the application, right? Am I correct in that? As you walk through
Yes,
the
it
app,
is.
yes. So I'll reach out to you following this webinar, Clay, and we'll help you get that going.
Yeah, and just want to add again, thank you everyone for attending. Really appreciate your time today. I know this is everyone might be going a little stir crazy right now, but really appreciate time and attentiveness. And if there's anything we can do to support you, more than happy to. We obviously encourage you to continue to work with Drennan Insurance Marketing, but other than that, we're always available as well. So thank you again, Billy. Thank you, Larry, and thank you to everyone that attended.
All right. Thanks, Chris. One last thing popped in. Want to know if you'll continue to do these trainings with us, because they'd like that. So I imagine we can get Chris back on. Am I correct in that?
Are you sure that's not Larry asking that question?
No, that actually came from one of the agents. So yeah, we can absolutely get Chris and even some of the other of our other partners on as we talk about other things. And right now, that's all the questions I got. You guys be sure and sign up for the next 2 sessions as we continue to build this entire how to prospect, sell, and do all this on the telephone while you're stuck in a social distancing environment. Chris, again, thank you very much. Larry, you want to have any closing comments?
Just one. I want to say that the CVS Health MedSup is such a game changer. It's become the fastest growing Medicare supplement that Integrity's ever rolled out to the market. So it's going to sweep through the market. You're going to hear of it. You're going to see it. I really like Chris's comment that this is a great time to be calling your policyholders and your members and touching base with them, and make sure that you're the one that makes your clients aware of this Medicare supplement. So anyway, Billy, that's what I've got. Chris, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you for being with us and being with us today.
Yep. Until tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks, everyone.